Welcome to the Versus Test. Today I'm going to be comparing the old VR cover versus the new VR cover set I have for the Oculus Rift. These covers fit on the faceplate of the Rift where the foam meets your face and are designed to prevent sweat from those heavy VR sessions eating away at the Rift's foam. And some of the newer ones are designed to actually make the whole experience more comfortable also. So today I'm going to unbox, test the comfort, ease of use, cleaning, and find out how the two different VR covers I have perform in practice and how they compare to each other. Then I'll let you know which one I think you should buy and why I think you should buy it. So stay locked, crush that like button, enjoy, and I hope it helps. What is currently happening YouTube? Facepalm here, your friend in Oz and NZ, bringing you reviews, tutorials, and game clips, minus the shit. You can follow me on Twitter at Facepalm with a 1, not an L. As for here on YouTube, if you like what you find, then like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to bring your game face. Let's get it done. So if we have a quick look at the VR cover website, you can see that these products are designed to keep your virtual reality headset clean and comfortable, and you can see that there are a few different versions here. Though today, I'm going to be focusing on the original cloth cover, which set me back around $35 US to get sent to Australia, versus the newer facial interface and foam replacement set, which cost about $56 US delivered to Australia. I bought the regular standard version instead of the long eyewear version, as I don't wear glasses, but if you do, then you can opt for the longer facial interface. And both products took around 7 to 10 days to arrive, which is pretty decent for international postage at this price. The original cloth cover came as a set of two by themselves, whereas you can see on the site here that the newest set includes a facial interface, a thick memory foam replacement, a thin memory foam replacement, and one of the stretchable and nose-free cloth versions of the original VR cover, which is essentially an update on the original cloth cover I'm looking at today. So in my books, on value alone, that's a +1 for the newer standard set, due to the fact that for an extra $21, you'll get double the amount of covers over 3 different types and an included custom molded faceplate. So if we open up the new VR cover box, you'll find instructions on the top telling you how to correctly remove the covers from the interface without damaging them by correctly grabbing the whole foam and not just pinching the top and tearing off a piece. Then you'll see the thicker of the two replacement foams, which measures about 13 mil thick. Under that, you'll find the custom molded facial interface with the cloth VR cover already fitted to it. And if we take that off, we can see that underneath that, the thin size foam replacement is already fitted, which by itself measures around 7 mil thick. If we compare that to the original VR cover, which arrived in a cheap paper post bag, this is another easy +1 for the new VR cover set. If we then compare how each of the products feels to touch, the new VR cover foam feels soft, forgiving and smooth, and the new VR cloth feels a little rougher to touch as you would expect, but it's still very nice. Whereas the older VR cover is quite coarse and harsh on the hands, and so once again, this is a big +1 for the new VR cover. And while that's all very nice, how easy is this to put together and how good is the fit? Well, the old VR cover, while not impossible, is a messy fit to say the least. The cloth doesn't stretch, it's very fiddly to get on even somewhat correctly, and while it does serve its purpose covering all the foam, the fit itself once it is on is not what I'd call slim fitted, more like daggy. Where the new VR cover set on the other hand is a dream. The foam replacements are custom made to fit the facial interface that is supplied, and so, as you would expect, the fit is absolutely spot on. Swapping from the thin foam to the thick foam is simply accomplished by grabbing a section of the foam and lifting the foam off the Velcro lining, then laying the new foam down in place. Then, just remove the whole facial interface easily from your Oculus Rift headset and simply slide the new facial interface into place, along with the foam that is already attached, ensuring an absolutely perfect fit. Very, very nice, and a huge +1 for the new VR cover set right there. Then, when you are ready, if you are using the new VR cover with the foam replacements, you just fit the Rift as you normally would. It's that simple. If you are also using the new cloth cover, you will need to pull the Rift away from your face when fitting it, which you should be doing anyway, to ensure that the cloth cover doesn't slide out of place when pulling it down over your face. And this is made easier thanks to the nose gap. The old VR cover, on the other hand, was a bit of a mission and kind of felt like one of those bad late night infomercials on TV. It constantly slid out of place when putting it on, and even though an instructional video was provided by the company on their website to explain how to correctly fit the old cover, the nose piece always seemed to get in the way, and it was less than ideal and far from ideally functional. Again, a definite +1 for the newer VR cover set, and realistically, a -1 for the old VR cover. Comfort-wise, I didn't mind the old VR cover so much, but if I was to compare it to the new cover, then in comparison, the old cover is harsh and uncomfortable, where the new set, even the cloth cover, is smooth to the skin, and due to the additional memory foam padding provided by the new covers, it feels like a pillow on your face, provided you don't have the straps on the Rift over-tightened. Yet another easy +1 for the new VR cover. In use, I found the new VR cover did give a little extra field of view, which is an excellent side effect from this product. The porous holes in the foam covers also gives the foam a chance to breathe, and so it remained as cool as you would expect. Also, the nose gap means that bigger noses will have less problems, and you'll no longer have that bit of cloth dangling there like the old VR cover, which always made my nose itch, and was not only annoying, but also immersion breaking. Not good. On that note, the old VR cover constantly slid out of place while in use, and when you removed the headset, it was almost always guaranteed to move, if not completely come off, because of that nose piece, meaning you constantly had to refit the thing. For me, that's like a +10 for the new VR cover. And when it comes to cleaning, the cloth covers can be hand washed, and the foam replacement pads can be wiped down with a slightly damp cloth and left to dry. So, to be fair, the original VR cover here can have its point back, but the new cover gets a point too, so yeah. An additional point I'd like to mention, and this may sound superficial, but for me as a content creator, the old VR cover looked atrocious in videos with its grey, overhanging fugliness, whereas the new cover on the other hand looks good when filming, as it doesn't look like I've got a cover on at all. So bonus points to the new cover there. All this adds up to the fact that the new VR cover absolutely outclasses and outperforms the old VR cover in every single way I can think of that is relevant to the end user. So in my opinion, if you are thinking about upgrading, then for me, that's a 100% do it! Do it, do it, do it. It's a much better experience in terms of usability, comfort, and will maintain the immersion a lot more than the older VR cover, which for VR is kind of important. But what if you don't have a VR cover and you don't know if you need one or not? Well, let me put it this way. If you want a more comfortable fitting for your Rift, some added protection, and a little extra field of view when in VR, and you've got $49 to spare, then I think you should definitely invest in one of these products. I love it, and I'll recommend it until I'm blue in the face. A solid 10 out of 10 from me. So feel free to ask any questions in the comments below, crush that like button, subscribe if you wanna, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace! Thanks for watching today's video. Just remember you can follow me on Twitter @facepalm with a 1, not an L. As for here on YouTube, if you like what you find, then like, comment, and subscribe. But don't forget to bring your game face. Facepalm out.